edition. From the clubhouse. What's up, fella?
Ain't shit.
What up, though?
We back to it. There ain't been some good stuff, so I'm just gonna get straight to
Let's
it.
hear it then.
The NBA season is now over, and we have a new champion. The Oklahoma City Thunder get their first championship in their franchise
to them.
as they beat the Indiana Pacers in the Game 7, led by Jalen Williams.
Yes.
SGA coming the fourth player to win MVP, to win the scoring title,
Yeah.
get that championship,
Yeah.
and become Finals MVP. Fellas, how did y'all feel about this Finals? This was it was the first time we had some young teams in there, some up and rising stars, people kind of be the face of the league. What was y'all's recap of the 2025 NBA Finals?
Very good. I was so happy because it was two new teams out here.
Yeah.
I'll agree.
Yes, I second that.
You can't complain. It went 7 games, so it was a good series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Anybody could have won. I mean, really, either team could have won. It was
Shout out to Mr. Halliburton.
Yeah, we got to touch on that real quick. Tyrese Halliburton unfortunately went down in Game 7. Started off hot, just hitting threes, and ended up now, as confirmed, had a torn Achilles. In the biggest game, man.
Tough.
Well, update, he's already got surgery done.
Surgery done.
I already saw the
That's
picture.
good.
He already had the thing on. He's done.
Read he in good spirits, and already looking forward to speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Coming back strong.
Get him back, man.
So hoping that he
Kid
comes back better.
He's one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
And Trey didn't bang with him at
You
first.
know I didn't.
I said,
See,
Trey, you gotta watch him,
Tyrese
man.
Halliburton.
You gotta watch this dude play like
Yeah,
Urkel.
he just
Play like Stephen
he
Q.
got to me. He do play like Urkel, but I mess with him real tough. I mess with him tough. He legit.
Yeah, he legit. Nah, for real though, be honest, I think that the best team won.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a better team.
They made adjustments.
That's
Their
what-
players showed up. They just got a great team. Like,
Right, yeah.
you need a superstar. You got that. You need somebody that can be a backup to him but can get 40. You got that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good.
They got the role players. I mean, they played defense. Nah, it was exciting.
Whole lot.
It was exciting. What you say?
I said they hold a lot.
Push out.
They get away with some. They get away with some stuff.
Push out.
I was just looking at this
Push-off.
right here. It's just a snippet of.
That push
That's
off.
pretty bad.
Oh, he had his wrist.
Yeah.
And the ref is looking at it.
That's right
He's
there.
got-
That one when he held McConnell wrist
Yeah, the
in
ref.
y'all face.
Oh, y'all shaking hands. That's good sportsmanship. They just shaking hands. He's just really excited to be playing against him in this game.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Do y'all feel like now that they have won this championship, is SGA the face?
No.
NBA?
No.
That's who they want, but that's not reality.
Yeah.
That's who they can try to push, but that's not reality.
No.
So who's still a face?
It ain't gonna be him yet. He
It's
got
a
to
debate.
He got to
It's-
do some more. Not as far as winning basketball,
Uh-huh.
but the off the court part is the part where you become the face. And he got to show more of that.
Okay.
He got to be a little more of that.
Okay.
It's really a collective group, I think. It's just a bunch of guys
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
a
It's
bunch
like
of
nobody's
dudes.
really
Because
taking
Tatum
the
was
baton.
next in line.
Yeah.
Let's not trip.
Yeah.
They put him in the
babies.
Superman commercial.
Yeah.
He
Big
got hurt.
mistake.
Yeah, he was the dude.
Okay, so if he not the face of the NBA,
No, he number 2.
Okay.
He number 2.
Who in that realm then? So you got him,
It's Tatum.
I mean, you got the Joker in there. He was MVP 5 times in a row.
Nah, he don't got the off the court part.
Oh, true.
I guess
And he another one was the off the court part.
Yeah.
That's why it's just a collective group.
Yeah.
Nobody really does
Like
the
you
off-court
like the
stuff.
guys, but nobody. You got to have an image of some sort.
Yeah.
None of these dudes got no kind of image. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
No, the
like,
be
when
like
you say
Mike,
Ant-Man,
be like Mike deal, where it's like you say, I don't be like this.
yeah, everybody gotta want to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
They was gonna try your boy, Ja.
Yeah, he botched that up.
Like, it's just, you gotta walk with that every day. Put it that way. Like, you can't just be good at basketball and then get off the court and do stupid. Like, they can't. Because you represent everybody when you say the face.
Yeah.
That's true.
All races.
Yeah.
All countries.
Right. Like, you represent it
That's
all.
in the world. Yeah.
And these guys ain't really, they ain't picked up on
So
that
it's not
yet.
even in the game for you. It's the
off the court.
everything you do off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you gotta have some kind of personality.
So to be continued.
Yes.
With these people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well then we can't do that one. But what about them winning? Young nucleus. They still got some picks, some draft picks, and money, and obviously assets with the players they got on the team.
Yeah.
Can they run this back? It's been 7 years since we had a back-to-back, I think.
Yeah,
There's a possibility. Chris says no.
Chris said no.
They're not a dynasty team. You gotta be special. They don't.
Well, what's going automatically see how this goes is who are those 3 main pieces?
I would say Shea, Jalen Williams,
Shea.
Chet Holmgren.
Everything else can fall off.
Yeah.
And what do you
Maybe not
replace that with?
Caruso. He probably helped them win.
Okay, like, but he's somebody.
Yes, he's a backup, but still.
But he's the
he's
the experience.
He the
Right.
vet.
Yeah, he the
But you
vet.
can always find a
Right. So
vet.
he
And
may be there.
maybe even a better vet next time.
Maybe.
But I'm saying, in all due fairness, he might be there.
Sure.
He
Right.
might end his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
After
if
that-
it was something where they had to get him up out of there,
Yeah.
I feel like, not to discredit him, but you could find that
another one.
another vet. And probably an all-star vet.
Like
at that
DJ
point.
Khaled. Another one.
I know.
No, you could. You could.
I don't know. I think they're going to have they've seen what it took.
Right.
I think they definitely will be in contention to be in the Western
Nah,
Conference Finals.
they
again.
are definitely the favorites.
Yeah, for sure.
They the favorites. No, the other team is not the favorites.
That's fair.
They put
Yeah.
just because you get cupcakes don't mean you automatically go to the front of the line.
Who?
Well, shoot, let's go into that then. I guess the other news for this weekend,
Ooh.
Kevin Cupcakes Durant
Kevin
Damn.
Cupcakes
was traded
Traded.
to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks,
Hey, Dre.
their draft spot this year, and then five draft picks to
Yeah,
2032.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that trade? One, does it take the Rockets to another level? Two, the second part of that, who won that trade?
I think it was an even trade.
Yeah.
You give it an even?
I don't think nobody would want for real. Because it's
It was an even trade.
For right now, it's even, but depending on what they do with those draft picks,
I
if they
think the
turn
Suns
those
won
into
this one.
somebody.
They
Yeah.
probably did, but I'm saying, like, just on the court.
Now, if they don't draft anybody
Yeah,
with
if
those,
we talking about getting on the
no.
court, then yeah, we already know
even.
gonna, yeah, that's
Kind
fair.
of even.
But a lot of
'Cause
people
I
say
think-
with the Rockets, the reason they won't respect it because they really had that player that could could take to the next level. in
But the
certain
problem
positions.
is they ain't let one of them dudes give that dude.
They
give it to
tried
him.
it.
No, they didn't.
With Jalen?
No, I'm not. And what I'm saying is they had him around to him, but they didn't give him the keys to the car. Because he not ready for that.
I think he just wasn't ready for that. They was pumping him to be the guy.
They was.
And
but,
then your boy went.
He
took that. He was like, nah, we
but
gonna
that's what
rock
I'm
with him.
saying though. So if he took that,
Right.
give it to him. Let him fail at it. But
Trey being nice.
I know,
All
right?
right, that dude averaged 20 points a game. I'll take that.
Trey being nice.
well, to who? No, you said one.
What?
I'm talking about one.
What?
I'm saying if he took it, one shit took it,
Yeah.
give him the rock.
That's what happened. That's why
I
this
know,
dude
but
no
what I'm
longer
saying
there.
is, but now you
But
brought this
they
dude
was
in.
giving it to this dude, but then they realized this dude Drake Drader.
That, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So like at that point, I wouldn't have brought Kevin Durant in if I'm trying to get one shit to be the guy. Because now you overshadow him. Because it's not like, and I don't mean to say this in a
I don't know if it's necessarily be the
Kevin
one.
Durant is not the dude to be grooming the dude.
Yeah.
Pause. For those who
Pause.
understand.
Tough times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not the dude where I'm going like, be like him for your team.
Yeah.
No, because that means he gonna be on 16 and force his way out of 3 of them.
Well, it's gonna be fun to see how he gel with the young guys. 1, 2, can he stay healthy through the season
Yeah.
to build a camaraderie? And
And
3, now that
what's your 3 years?
since he is definitely the vet, you got to put your thing back into question. Like, can he lead
Yes.
a team
Yes.
and make them better?
Yes.
Because we know he gonna give.
He gonna get 27, no
Can
question.
you make this dude be better? Can you make this dude be better?
And can you do
No,
the dirty
I don't
stuff
know.
out here?
Yeah, some rebounds, feed somebody.
Yeah, get some blocks. But look, with all that being said, we asking a 37-year-old to do this.
Yeah. I'm saying, I think the Rockets looked at it like our window.
Yeah, and that's why I say I think that mindset is shut the window on them.
Yeah.
Because now it's shut.
I mean,
you gotta win.
It was just shown with our champions.
Yeah.
Where it was like, that was a process.
Right.
That was a process.
So y'all right here, now you do this. You identify who are the guys.
Right.
Like Dylan Brooks, they needed him.
Yeah, I agree.
They needed him.
Yeah.
The thing they really needed was the vet like a Caruso.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna play, but he ain't got to do everything.
Yeah, I agree.
But instead, they got the cupcake sniper.
Cupcakes. What you say, Allen, on that? Kevin Durant, Rockets.
What does he really move to? What does he change? You know, does
That's
he
what I
make them
said.
win? Like,
Yeah, prolific scorer.
They was number 2 overall.
I agree. They ain't had that killer to close games in the playoffs, though.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta live and die by what you got at that point. Because we are here and we gotta give it to our guys and identify who is the guy in these moments.
Yeah.
And develop that. So then it's like, nah, this our dude. Hey, if I'm lying, ask the Clippers would they make that trade Shea for Paul George right now.
God.
I don't know. I agree.
But it was all because they didn't want to go, here, son.
Yeah.
Well, if he was there, that he wouldn't be getting those calls, so he wouldn't be as good. They'd probably be calling those offensive fouls. We call play for the Clippers.
So we watching that tough.
Hell yeah.
The Clippers.
Yeah,
if he was there, they'd be
team.
calling that shit. At least
And they
half
was like-
of it.
And they would have had Shea and Kawhi.
So I asked this then, since he is now with the Rockets, and then you got Jalen and them with the Suns, where do these teams end next year?
The Rockets will end up in 5th place.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
They drop.
But still that makes them still a
They
contender.
gonna be in the playoffs,
So,
but
that
they
made
gonna
them still a
drop,
contender. They top 5.
and they ain't gonna be right come that time.
Okay. And the other team, the Suns,
They ain't gonna make it.
another year 2 years in a row.
They ain't gonna make it. Unless they come with something new. And they
like
they
they
got
got
rid
rid-
of
they
that.
didn't
That's
coach.
you know what though?
Doesn't
The
matter.
Suns ain't gonna make it because they should have never got rid of DeAndre Ayton. When they got rid of him, that's when it went downhill. And they ain't never want to give him the ball. We saw it, and that's why you suck. Devin Booker, I like your shoes, but your team sucks.
Damn.
Sucks banana peels.
Oh man.
Yo.
You should never got, because that's what they need now.
Yeah.
Is that presence where it's like, nah, this dude everywhere, but he like 6'11", 6'10". But he rebound, block shots, and
Yeah.
but they was like, nah, we'll get Kevin Durant. And they the same height. And it was like Kevin Durant, like, man, I ain't blocking those shots. And the hell I look like? I'm 36 years
Yeah,
old. Who you think I am, LeBron James? I'm 37. You seen my feet?
But it'll be fun to see what happens in this next chapter. Kevin Durant's already Hall of Fame career, and see if he
He
can
Hall
take
of
it to
Fame.
another
Yeah.
level,
He holler for
and
me.
maybe lead some young dudes to a promised land. We'll see.
We'll see.
But
I doubt it.
continuing, I gotta bring it up because it is it's historic. My Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh.
We
So-
sold since 1979. The Bus family has run the show
Yeah.
of Showtime,
What? 67.5.
and
How
how
much?
long ago will they be running the show? I think it
They
is
bought it back then at 67.5.
Jeannie Bus
Yeah.
now to have 18% of the company, and Mr. Mark Walter
Yeah.
now is the majority owner. If you
That's
don't
crazy.
know him, with 60% by the way. But if you don't know him, he also is the mastermind behind the LA Dodgers. So, while it's sad, era of Showtime
Nah,
will
that's
always
about to come
continue,
back.
but it's dead.
That's coming back.
But
It ain't
with this,
They're coming back.
I'm excited. I think
They're coming back.
we got some winning mentality, championship mentality coming back to LA. So
It's coming back.
I had to shout them out real quick. That was big, and it's
Yeah.
big because the last big trade, big ownership change, I believe, was the Celtics, and that was $6 billion. This was $10 billion. So with that being said, and we seeing stuff going on with the Mavericks with their trading, pressuring about moving teams and somehow getting a first round draft pick that's on Wednesday. But
That's crazy.
$10 billion. What is y'all's thoughts on that moving forward with a lot of these franchises where you got to see a lot of these tycoons probably looking at buying teams? Like, how big is that move in y'all's eyes now that the bar's been set to $10 billion?
You mean like,
That's-
nah, I mean, that's what it was
that's
supposed to do, right?
What, continue to move forward?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not everybody's gonna get that.
No.
You're not gonna get 10 billion, all the 12 billion for Denver.
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
You might get
That's
12 billion for the
Lakers.
Cowboys.
Right.
It's gotta be a big
Yeah.
selling name
Yeah.
attached to it.
Yeah.
too.
Lakers,
It's only a handful of teams that
they
can pull
the,
that kind
they
of
the
money.
number 3 or 4 team in all of sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
They up
So I mean, it's just a
American
handful of teams
sports
that can pull
anyway.
these big numbers.
Agreed.
So it's like it's a
Other
chance to
teams
buy
can't
the
expect to
Lakers.
do that.
Nah.
Ooh, we'll
But now teams are gonna be getting
Atlanta
sold
Hawks
for
for
at least
40
a couple billion.
billion.
Nah.
I never sure said Atlanta Hawks.
Nah,
I'll give you 3.
it's the
Calm down.
we know it's that though. That same thing is like off the hardwood of football field.
Yeah.
What do you see people in? Lakers, Dodgers, Yankees. The NFL, they kind of one movement.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't matter which NFL hat you got on. But
It's all, yeah.
when you say fandom, though, it's only like Dallas is number one.
Right.
But that's because they rich.
Yeah.
And he got $1 billion stadium.
Shit.
So
That's big. I think they might change some things, and
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't know about next year, but coming soon to the theater near you. Showtime is back.
I think
Guaranteed.
Once you get rid of LeBum,
Yeah, we're gonna build it off of that.
Yeah,
I know it. I can see it, man.
Yeah, nah, they about to. That's about to.
that's what
I think this is it.
and Broly
Farewell
too,
tour
they
this
send both
year.
them packing. It's a
If he
combo
make
That's
it,
deal.
it.
if Brian didn't make it, I don't know, man.
Combo deal.
This
We'll
it.
wrap up in the NBA section real quick. 2 early predictions. Who y'all got taking in next year then? Alley Cat?
I don't know.
I don't know in the East. The East is a toss-up. After what we just saw this year,
Yeah.
Right.
it's a toss-up. I don't know. Because then, like, all 4 teams got 4 injured players, ain't it? 3 teams
3 teams.
Yeah.
got 3 injured
Yeah,
starters.
you gotta put that in the
Yeah.
fold. So like when I'm looking at that at the fold,
Yeah, the 2 and the 4 seeds both have torn Achilles.
and I know everybody gonna hate this when I say this, but if
Leonard's
they
gone.
get one more chance,
Who?
in the East.
You talking
Oh,
about
shit,
who?
and the 3rd
Who?
seed.
Not them dudes.
Yeah, it's all
The
3
New
of them.
York
Milwaukee.
Knicks.
They get one more chance. This y'all last chance.
This y'all last
This y'all
chance.
last
You ain't
chance.
never lie about that.
Everybody healthy. Everybody healthy.
So it's them and Cleveland would be the top
Yup.
2 then.
And I don't trust Cleveland.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at this thing and I'm going,
Because I think
The
Giannis
Knicks,
is
this still-
spooked them. I think Giannis is spooked Cleveland.
yeah. And he missing Dame.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, without Dame, he'll spook them.
Yeah, I agree.
In the
I agree.
7-game
I
series,
agree.
it'll be like, y'all got to deal with it.
Orlando made a move, but I don't know if it made them better.
Oh, they got,
Yeah,
little,
they
little
got a shot,
Bang.
though.
They got,
They
little,
got a shot.
And what next year gonna look like?
Yeah,
They might make it to
different.
that Final Four at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
And then you just got to see how those injuries for them other teams play out. If
So
anybody can come back or not.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Knickerbockers to come out
The
the
Knicks.
East next
You
year.
know what? Let's
I
just...
would always
Yeah.
because I hate rolling with them, but I got to because it is
We
what
gonna
it is.
take the
But
Knicks
the
in the
Celtics,
East
everybody
next
hurt,
year.
so I'm gonna go.
Dante, this for
I'm
you.
not.
I know he not. He taking the Celticos. But I'm gonna
No,
say
they're the
Knicks.
dark horse, depending on if Tatum comes
The
out. But
Knicks supposed to
realistically,
win.
realistically, I'm going with Orlando.
You said the Knicks ain't gonna win. They gonna let us down
Oh,
again.
nah.
Oh.
Oh, nah. I'm talking.
The Knicks might let you down though. They,
If anybody lets you down,
it's the Knicks.
It's in
I'm going with
yeah.
Orlando.
But you
But
got
Celtics is a dark horse if Tatum comes back. Then all bets are off.
Yeah. But what you got next? I know you got something over there.
but we got to go west.
Let me hear it.
Oh, West.
Oh. I'm gonna go with the favorites. The SGA led Thunders. Plus I played the game in 2K and he's sweet. I like him. He nice, even though he gonna push you. He
I
gonna
think I
push
gotta
you.
go. I think I gotta go with them. Going getting back to the. I'm
Yeah,
looking at like
yeah.
everybody else. Man, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Now,
They got everybody
I will
healthy.
have one that I'm gonna say
A little
can
bit.
challenge that.
Okay.
Looking at Anthony Davis coming back strong. Now he with this team. I got Kyrie Irving come back, and if Cooper flag,
He did the same thing, didn't he?
but he did that earlier. So when he come back, he'll be
Didn't
ready
he
for the
tear his
season.
Achilles too?
He'll be ready.
Maybe.
He'll be back for the season.
Yeah, he did it
Man,
earlier.
He's 33.
Kyrie.
He's still hurt. He'll be
But I'm
come
saying,
back
if they can get him
in
back,
April.
they can get AD.
He might
they
come
get
back.
Cooper, and he is who we say he is.
Now he gonna work.
They could be
They
dangerous.
re-signed Gafford to an extension at center.
Yeah, he gonna work.
They could be dangerous.
He gonna work.
I know he gonna be good. I hate to say it, but damn dude.
Yeah, they could go to the finals next year.
I can see that. But right
They
now, I
ain't
think
beating
they're still
SGA though.
SGA and them just.
They
got
gonna
Scottie Pippen
push
and Michael
Kyrie in
Jordan.
his knee.
Right? That do all
They gonna push
That's what they
Kyrie
look
right
like.
in his knee. They gonna put the push off King.
Oh,
The
Oh,
OKC.
okay, see.
Yeah, hopefully they'll reel that
They
back
push
next year.
everybody.
I got two.
Yeah, they got wing ding specials
Let me
every
see.
week.
Professional.
Every game is 10 wings for free.
Fisticuffs. So UFC lost a legend out of the game last week.
Mr. John Jones.
John Bones is now gone. Gotta show him love in this segment because he's one of the best to do it. I always like George St. Pierre and Rampage and Dave Cormier. I mean,
John Jones. That
John
dude.
Jones, that dude. It's gonna be sad not to see him and him being wild, but I'm glad he left on his way instead of how it was. He was getting banned every year. So for him to go out on his own, that's cool to see.
He like to drink.
Huh?
He just like to drink.
He like to drink.
Yeah, he like drinking.
That's all right. We gonna stick with that. He a wild boy.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
He love
He a wild boy.
his fun. You gotta leave him alone.
And then we gotta talk about the brawl for it all. September 13th,
Oh.
Mr. Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez.
So that may be a whole show watching that fight.
You got the best
Yeah.
going at it. We get that match. We get that bout. A brawl for it all. They actually got a little chippy the other day at the press conference. A little shoving, little push.
Yeah.
A lot of talking back and forth. I think we know where the club stand on this one, but I gotta ask. I know we're gonna be watching this, so y'all stay tuned. Who y'all got taking that one? That's a good fight.
That's a good fight.
There ain't no walk in the park.
Nah. Of course, I want Bud to win, but I can't sleep on Canelo. It's Canelo.
Mexican pit bull.
You right? So it's like, of course, I want Bud to win, but I don't know.
I don't know.
We gonna see
It's
who
gonna be
bout
it's gonna be a
that.
good
That's all I know. We
Yeah.
gonna see who really bout that. No excuse. Nobody been injured.
Nope.
We going into this. I'm excited to see this one.
Yeah.
This might be a legendary fight.
Nah, yeah, it's gonna keep people waiting on.
Chances one of them get knocked out though.
Oh.
You heard they got that knockout bonus in that.
That's what I'm saying. That's a knockout
Damn.
bonus. So like, if you get knocked out in this fight though, does that mess up your legacy? Both of them are obviously bona fide gonna be Hall of Fame.
I don't
Right.
think so.
If you get knocked out though, I'm talking
I
about
don't
you getting
think
knocked
so.
out.
Knocked out, not losing the match, but knocked out.
I don't think so.
Cause I feel like both of them have yet to have like that big fight, like either of them.
I can see,
Like
I
there
can
have been big
definitely
fights.
do it.
You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
But like
yeah.
a magnitude of like, oh man,
This ain't, yeah.
this is it. So
Yeah.
like you get knocked out in this joint. Cause I don't count Errol Spence one. He going through some.
that was-
Yeah, he came
that
back,
was
yeah.
That
that
was crazy.
That was
that,
crazy.
what was that
It's
movie?
like he should have not.
A series
Why
of
they let him
unfortunate events.
Yeah. Lemony Snickets.
Limited snickets. He got limited and snicketed.
Then we got Lemony Snicket.
Yeah.
Blessed it.
Yeah, that was
Damn.
crazy.
That joint was sad.
Nah, I was sad on that one.
That's a joint we be like,
But,
go in the town!
but nah, September 13th.
Go in the
Super
town!
Middleweight World Championship. So now, stay tuned. You know we gonna have that on. We got to watch that one.
Oh, okay.
And wrap it up, man. WWE been pumping. They got the summer matches coming up. Night of Champions, Saudi Arabia. Stay tuned on that one. Get pumped. Cena running it back. 2 old dogs fighting. King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring finals. Then you got the Saturday main event. You get Gunther fighting Goldberg in his Campbell Soup Bowl. One more time before he retires.
Goldberg's fighting again.
You get the WWE Evolution 2. That's the all women's joint. That's probably gonna be nice.
Yeah.
And then finally you got in August WWE SummerSlam, hosted by Cardi B.
That might be alright. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That could be interesting.
And on the other side you got AEW All In, John Mox,
Yeah.
Hangman Page. You got Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné,
Oh shit.
formerly known as Sasha
Did you
Banks.
said AEW?
And then you got Kenny Omega versus the Rainmaker.
Man,
Those should be some exciting matches.
that's the most
Trey, which one
fugaziest
you-
wrestling.
Trey, which one you looking forward to?
I ain't
seeing?
looking forward to none of that trash. They
I'm looking forward to the
garbage.
end promo.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
That'll be the best
none
part
of
of the
this.
show.
I think Texas All In gonna be off the chains. That's gonna be a
It was
good
all-
match. But
They get the what's the
WWE
name?
eating right now. They all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that one too. See if Randy Orton can win this King of the Ring. I guess Bianca versus Oscar. See who win that joint. But that's coming up soon.
That's whack too.
Oh, Jay versus.
She
Asuka.
won. Yeah, she
Yeah.
won. She won today. So,
Cargill won.
huh?
Yeah.
Cargill won.
Yeah, she beat Carter Hayes.
Here we go. Put the funky chicken in.
Oh, they gonna give it to her or give it to Oscar.
She gonna funky chicken this up. I'm telling you right
All right,
now.
let's get through this thing real quick. NFL camp starts next month.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Football
go.
season will be back because this next month gonna be rough. But we'll get through it. Just watch ESPN Ocho.
Yeah.
The Ocho.
They got
Slippery
pickleball
stairs.
and everything. They got lasers, tasers, and all type of things on that channel. But so far this season has some big changes during the off season. Rodgers to the Steelers, Pickens to the Boys, Geno to the Raiders, Donald to Seattle. Shador stopped twice, but scooped up late by the Browns.
Damn.
Debo and Tunsil to the Commanders.
The Commanders.
Devontae Adams to the Rams. And then you had Cam, Travis Hunter, come the new franchise faces
Yeah, they say
for the
old boy-
Titans and the Jaguars, respectively.
They say old boy got he got 30 million guaranteed.
Which one?
Oh,
Jaguars?
yeah.
Yeah, 46. I think it was 46, 4 years, 46, 30 million.
30 million guaranteed.
And
Good deal, young man.
Yeah.
We happy for you. We
way to
rooting for
work.
you, man.
Yeah, way to work.
We look forward to that. How did the changes so far? How y'all feeling about going into the season? How you feel like this gonna be an exciting one, or we just running a lot of this stuff back?
I don't know. For them Commander fans, they only got one hurdle, maybe two. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles.
Yeah.
Better watch out for the Giants, though, for real. Better watch
They
out for
gonna be
them.
playing.
Because they
playing.
got
It'd be better than
Russ.
last year's division.
Who they got?
Russell.
Not because of
Russell.
him.
Russell Wilson.
New York Giants. That's right.
That's
Good.
right. New York Giants. We're going to be bigger. Pause.
He wants to
Yeah.
ride the Giants.
What could he possibly say now?
Right.
So he only wants to ride the
So,
Giants.
he's so clean.
So the way after all of that's been going on, we're gonna go through our camp. But right now they got, other than the Chiefs and the Eagles, top 10, I guess, teams that they saying are gonna be contenders. They got the Packers at 10, Vikings at 9, Texans at 8, Chargers at 7, Commanders at 6, Rams at 5, Ravens at 4, Bengals at 3, Detroit Lions at 2, and then of course, numero uno, the Buffalo Bills. What y'all think of that list? That's a fair one?
What then? That's the top team?
That's the top 10 teams, CBS.
After the Chiefs and Eagles.
After the Chiefs and Eagles.
Did they say the Commanders?
Yeah, they actually 6. So they right there.
No, this is not good.
They right there.
No, I don't like them being ranked. I mean, they might lose a whole lot.
Who the Commanders?
He's still going off old stuff.
Damn,
You
don't
gotta
do that,
show
though.
me something else.
I think in that list though, I think the Packers gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think you can't sleep on the Rams.
Never sleep on the Rams.
Atlanta might be a little better.
They gonna be a problem.
So I ain't say them yet. So I'll just bring it up. So I had those top 10 teams. Then they had the sleepers. So right there where it's like you gotta watch them. It's the Bucks at 1, the Broncos at 2. Surprisingly, they had the 49ers right there in the middle
Man,
at
the
3.
49ers lost all their players.
The Falcons at 4.
Sorry.
The Bears at
Sorry.
5. And last but not least, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
That's
my
one of the sleeper teams.
Yeah, sleep like
sleep at the wheel.
disease everywhere.
Sleep at the
Yeah,
wheel.
go
Sleep at the hill.
Y'all keep sleeping.
Dakota gotta do it.
You right, he do. But he got some people with him.
No, he's sleeping too. You see, he's got that fucking Serta bed. That's your problem. Get that bitch a fucking prison
Sleeper
bed or something.
team.
Wake up, bitch. You sleep on this
And
now.
before that,
I'm up.
it was
He
number,
ready.
Now he's
it was
fucking.
number 8-2 before that.
Look, they look.
There's on a cowboy and then I'll touch a plane.
Look, he ready this year.
He gonna be ready.
They say he ready. They say he ready. They say he been working hard.
He's gonna be in a new
that
Wrangler
every
commercial.
year.
That's how we know he's ready.
He say that every year.
No one passes.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back, and you know I love to be here. I love the Cowboys organization. Jerry is my stepdaddy.
I love rubbing his feet for a nickel.
He say Jeremy stepdaddy.
I say everything for the Cowboys. I know. They pay me though.
Look, listen, y'all just stay tuned because it's gonna be
Man, the
an
Cowboys
exciting
gonna
season.
stink to join up
we
again.
will get busy.
Hello, we're the stinking Cowboys.
Watch this, we will get busy. I like the Falcons one y'all called though.
No, I think they're gonna be
The Falcons.
real Robins. Danger real.
That one actually it's either gonna be the Falcons or the Bucks to me. They got their whole squad back this year.
If the
Godwin back, so I think
If they not- what's it called? If the Atlanta Falcons are grooming if they are getting that dude ready, Penix,
Yeah.
if they getting him ready now and he gonna be the starter, they gonna be a problem.
Damn, the Bucks got another receiver too. Remember they drafted some dude in the first round?
Yeah.
Wasn't that No, Golden went to the Packers.
He went to the Packers. I
There's another dude that they got.
But it was one dude. I can't remember who it was, but
There's somebody, and I was like, oh shit, they got him, They already had Evans and Godwin.
and then those little shifty receivers. Now they got 3,
Yeah, now they got
Yeah.
3 plus the shifty fuckers.
and they got the backs for real.
Yep, and Mayfield's decent enough. Shit, the defense is good. They're gonna be a
Just do what they
problem.
do. I said, I'm looking at.
All you can do is wait for him. Hope he'll just
The
fuck
Panthers
up. He'll
gonna
throw it
win the Super Bowl.
Bowl.
What? The
Panthers
Panthers.
gonna win the Super Bowl.
The Panthers.
And the Saints gonna be in second place in
Only
that division.
Panthers that get
Oh,
acknowledged.
They ain't have a
That's
quarterback.
the Panthers of the
Yeah.
hockey team. Cause
See, the
No
hockey
shit.
team,
the hockey team.
they
Panthers.
don't
They
give no
actually win.
love to them so-called thugs. The Carolina Panthers, their little teeny
But no, I'm
quarterback.
excited. This gonna be exciting. A lot of things. I think we gotta do divisions real quick. Real quick. So divisions. AFC. I got The Patriots gonna shock everybody and win their division.
Okay.
I think the other team.
You said the Patriots
the Patriots,
over the Bills,
huh?
over the Bills and Miami.
They go Miami. This is over. It's over.
Yeah.
Who else there? The Jets. It's been over.
The two.
Some going like they got the Bills ranked high, but some gonna happen.
What's my name? A tour.
I don't hate to call it, but some gonna happen.
And Justin Fields is in the Jets.
And they go ball. I like the Patriots.
All right.
And if they don't, they get in the playoffs and shit.
The Janky
I'm
Jets.
still going with the Bills, but
The Bills supposed to win.
Then you got,
But they can't win the big game.
I got the Ravens winning that division again. Nah, I want to change my mind.
I'm picking the
I'm
Bengals.
picking the Bengals.
Oh, okay.
And
Y'all,
what
that's
division?
crazy. Y'all both, yeah.
Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Ravens.
Bengals will be like losing like by one game to them.
I
like,
think this
they'll be
year
right
they
there.
get back to what they supposed to do. So I got them winning.
They actually got a receiver, I think, in the draft too. So
They got another one too.
I think they did.
So you got Higgins.
No, not them. Fucking Ravens. They finally got somebody
Oh, okay.
for Lamar to throw the ball to instead of nobodies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got somebody pretty highly rated.
It was okay.
Well,
It was like, oh, it was about fucking time they got him somebody.
yeah.
Fill us in on that one. I know that they gonna ball, but I think this the Bengals comeback year.
Yeah, they're due.
They do.
They've been in a little injury slump.
And in the other division, man, that division trash. With the Colts,
I'm gonna go with the Jaguars.
the Jags.
The Jags on that one.
They got the most
Who else did they jump?
quarterbacks been in there long
The
enough.
Titans gonna win that.
Yeah.
Lawrence. He's the
How low
veteran
is it?
QB
The
of
Titans, the Colts, the Jags.
The Titans gonna win that jump.
Titans, Colts, Jags.
The Texans.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot
Oh
about them.
shit, Texans. Yeah.
It's gonna be between the Texans and Jaguars.
Okay. So Jaguars take a.
Because Trevor Lawrence he's a pretty steady quarterback. The other ones are still learning, so
Still rooting for sunshine.
Jaguars might pull it off. I'm gonna give them the edge this year.
Okay.
With Houston making the playoffs too, but
They got the
Yeah.
Heisman winner on the team, so we gonna see what he about. He said he going DB and wide receivers. So.
I predict he'll get a receiving touchdown
I
and
don't know.
a
And then
pick six
Yeah,
in a
pick.
game.
that'd be dope.
In one game this season. He'll pull a
I
deal.
don't
Might have
know.
done that
And then
once.
do we
Shit, yeah.
we even debate the last division or
Who? The Eagles division?
Chiefs.
nah?
No.
Oh, the Chiefs.
Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders,
Yeah.
Broncos.
I'm sorry, Kieran Jacob, but y'all team gotta do better.
Still the Chiefs.
You better watch them. They gonna be asleep.
They'll be better, but Chiefs.
So
Yeah.
then East. I'm going Bucks in the South one. I'm gonna ride with them. I know y'all like y'all have it on the Falcons, but
I picked the Panthers.
I'm going. You did pick the Panthers.
Yeah.
He did.
I'd still say Tampa Bay. I was just saying, watch out for the Falcons.
And then
Tampa
little
Bay
quarterback,
should be the favorite.
little Johnny O. Can't even live.
I'm going with the Buccaneers.
The West, I'll give it to the Rams.
Yeah, Rams all day.
In the
Seattle
West,
got to figure it out. The Niners, I'm not sure what that's all about. Cardinals, I don't know what happened. They little man.
Yeah.
yeah,
They gonna be exciting this year.
they got a Smurf for a quarterback.
Hey,
Run real fast.
Yeah, and when he run, it look like it sound like.
I'm picking the Packers to reclaim that joint.
yeah, I think the Lions will take a step
I
back.
think the Lions will take a step back. I really do. I think they're gonna take a step back, and then it's gonna come down to the Vikings and the
Vikings
and the
got.
Packers.
We gotta see what that quarterback
Oh,
talking
you
about.
know what time it is. J.J. McCarthy
We gotta see what he talking about.
Yeah.
We hearing all this talk, but
from
we gotta see it
Michigan.
come to fruition.
Right.
He gonna ball out. I got faith in him.
We gonna see.
And then last but not least, I think it's no brainer on this one. Dallas Cowboys gonna win the East for sure.
They're going to win the
Guaranteed.
bottom
Ladies and
spot
gentlemen.
again.
Ladies and gentlemen, he will be here all week telling those jokes.
Damn.
We ready.
Yeah.
We're gonna shock the world
I
this year.
think I might have to agree with my coworker, Mr. Dante Paca. I think the Eagles will shock the world again and repeat in the Super Bowl.
Ooh, that's a stretch.
Yeah, that's super tough. I don't know.
They may win the division, but they will not win the war.
I think they're going to the Super Bowl again.
I get my honest
They're
pick.
going to a Super
get my
Bowl.
honest
That's where
pick.
they're going.
The Giants, they gonna be last place. That's my honest pick.
Dang.
Giants gonna be.
Yeah, nah,
they
they gonna
still be
stink.
high.
No, they not. They coming in
They
third.
gonna
be high.
They coming in third. Russell
Damn.
Westbrook, not Westbrook.
Well, that means he said
Yeah,
Wilson.
Russell Westbrook.
Well, he ain't
Russell
coming in
Wilson.
last, so that must mean it's Dallas coming in last.
All I'm saying
Not at
is
all.
the Giants in third place.
That's what I'm saying.
All
We
you
below
bettors
them.
out there, bet it.
Okay.
For $2 on that, you gonna win some money.
I think the Commanders gonna be in second place. They gonna get a nice wild card playoff game.
Do they
and it's
win
gonna
more
be-
games or less?
than last year?
Yeah.
They gonna win less, but it's because they still trying to
That
gel
mean
with
they
like
gonna
Debo
lose.
and all of them on the team.
That mean that the Giants gonna be in second,
Nah, don't do that.
and the Washington Commanders will be in third.
No.
They ain't trying to hear that. But we gonna see.
We gonna see. I'm just saying.
That's why you say no to drugs, kids. You don't want to have this happen in
We
the
gonna
future.
see. But I already said I think the Eagles going to Super Bowl.
Well, NFL
And
season
the
would
Giants
be
gonna
great.
be in
We would
third
love
place.
it. Hey, before we roll out of this junk, just remember, we got, I think we about a year removed now from the Drake-Kendrick battle.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know how to look at this no more. Dude lost, but dude, he back. He's still in the airwaves. Guess it's just a moment. Listen, the Diddy trial about to end
Oh, yeah.
on Thursday. I believe it is over. The fence will rest. Next week, before we get the 4th of July, we will have a verdict. It's been a crazy, crazy, crazy trial.
Hell yeah.
Trey, we started this thing
I told
talking
you.
about this. Where you at now?
he's 5 years. He's getting 5 years.
Five,
Yeah, he
or
ain't
full
okay.
5 years, or he getting 5 years
So
with
he
a chance
get-
to get out in like a 2.
No, he doing 5. It's fair time, so he gonna do 4 at least.
Off what though? What you got it off?
They got him on the trafficking. They got him dead to right.
Transport, the transport and prostitution.
That's why, and that's what I've been saying the whole time.
Cause I ain't sold on the Rico.
Nah, that is the Rico. That's
Nah.
the whole point. Nah, you got it wrong. The Rico is that I use my business to pay for that. I'm just telling you, this is the law. I'm not telling you.
I know.
Like, what we think is like,
Yeah.
nah, since you used your business to pay for this affair
Uh-huh.
and you were intimidating these people, that's the Rico. Because you were the head of a criminal operation. This criminal operation was moving people across state lines for sex. Yeah? And you the leader, though. You the person paying for it, but it's coming from a business that's yours.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's why I said, though, it's not in the sense of like a drug person with
It's
somebody
just-
selling drugs.
Yeah.
That's why I said 5 years tops.
Tops, because it's just.
Like you was doing it. Like we can't let you skate and you was doing it.
I got him for 2 years.
We in the same ballpark because
Yeah.
he been locked up for a year and a half,
Yeah,
ain't it?
yeah. Just about.
Nah, not no year and a half.
No,
They
it's
say
been like
yeah.
a year.
I thought he got
That was
locked
like
up in like
last
November.
June.
Nah. It was like November.
I don't know. I don't think it's been a year.
it ain't
but
been
maybe
If
it
it
has.
hasn't
Damn,
been a
maybe 6
year,
months, damn.
then he gonna
We're
do.
coming up on the year.
That's why I said he gonna get that. He gonna get the time served, but he gonna do some time.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Well, you know we're gonna be here talking about it when it
Yeah, I
happens.
hope
so
he don't.
Y'all
I hope-
stay tuned.
I hope he
Alec,
don't.
I know you fading, but any rants for them?
Who?
Any rants for the people you got?
It's too late.
It's too late.
That's the next episode.
Look, you don't want to drop any bombs? Oh, that ain't funny. That's not funny.
They were already done. I don't need to do that.
One more time.
That's terrible.
One more time.
Hey, we catch y'all later. Be good.
Peace.